Hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. You're probably wondering why there are a lot of figurines behind me. These are called yadros, and I am in my parents' home that I grew up in. Literally, I think they moved here 60 years ago. So here I am, home for the holidays. One of my favorite things is being here with my family, as so many of you probably feel the same way. Today, I did a little stroll in my hometown because I wanted you all to see where I grew up. And how wonderful is this? I just somehow magically was delivered a glass of wine from my son. Thank you very much, Chase. So, as I said, home for the holidays. It's really, really wonderful here. We did have a little snow yesterday. I grew up in southern Michigan and in Ohio, went to school in Ohio. Just a stone throw over the border is Sylvania, Ohio, where I would walk every day, went to school, went to church. And my actual home was just over the border into Michigan. Of course, this year is going to be a little bit more difficult for some of us in my family, as my brother passed away this past February. And my mother's been gone for 4 years, but we tried to keep the spirits up and continue celebrating the birth of Christ and trying to be in a very happy, joyful spirit. I wanted to take this time also to thank all of you who have listened, subscribed, watched A Very Merry Commentary. You know, this is my second go around for a podcast. My first one was called Eat, Drink, and Be Merry, which I did, I think, around 40 or 45 episodes until COVID hit. And then I kind of took a hiatus. But I was very, very happy and stoked to be doing this podcast again. I've met so many wonderful people, and I've had so many great guests on the program, which reminds me, 2025 is going to be epic. For a very merry commentary, we are going to have some incredible guests on, one of which I can't tell you exactly her name, but trust me, you know her. And she is going to be on the podcast starting in January. She's going to be on for a couple of episodes, and you will not want to miss it. Let me just give you a hint. She's got a few fans. And she and I have done some television together, so you take a guess as to who that might be. There's going to be a lot of exciting things happening in 2025, lots of great guests lined up, and we are full force ahead. But before we get to a montage of what I did this year on A Very Merry Commentary, I'm going to take you on a little trip of my hometown, Sylvania, Ohio. We're starting off in my parents' backyard that they've lived here for over 60 years, I think. And Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus had a rough night last night. As you can see, they're not looking great. They're strapped in here. Every year they sit on this bench under this gazebo. And pretty much sometimes they're like this. Sometimes they're flipped out into the field if we get a good wind. But today, I'm sitting with them because this is where the tour begins. So welcome to my hometown. Actually, my hometown is Ottawa Lake, Michigan, and Sylvania, Ohio is a stone throw over the border. So come with me as I give you a little tour. And we're going to take a little stroll in this little historic village that was pretty much erected in 1844. So here we have this darling little log cabin, which I did not grow up in, but it is very, very historical and darling, and part of the historical village here in Sylvania, Ohio, which is now also called the City of Trees, because we have so many beautiful trees here, such as that one. And there's the firehouse. And this is a replica, not the original, of a high school back from 1844. What else do we have down here? It's just a cool little village. This was a barn, the Armstrong barn. And I don't really know much about the Armstrong barn, to be honest. But let's go downtown Sylvania, where I really hung out. This is Main Street, the main hub of where I grew up. important landmark in my hometown, Sylvania, Ohio, J&G Pizza. Still here. It's the Palace. We hung out here all the time from like 13 to 18. This was my hang. It's still the same. They make the pizza the same. I come here every time I'm in town. So let's go have a look. Hi. Hi.
Do you want to take over?
No, I don't have a takeover. I'm just doing a little video on where I grew up. Same album, you say?
Yeah, seriously.
Literally, we would be in here every single day, and we just hang out here. Of course, we want a beer drinking things that way. But I think even the booths are the same.
Yeah, wallpaper.
Everything is the
Have
same.
you seen that store?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I
I've had a
don't
few
know.
drinks next door.
Okay.
Trust me, but
Okay.
this is the original. The original
Yeah,
thing.
that's why people like it. The train's still back there, you know.
Oh yeah, let's go have a look at the train. Let's go take a look. So the train, so all these booths are the same. Look at that. This train has been here forever. Like I literally would come in here, sit down, have a J&G pizza. Some things never change. Okay, so here we are at another famous landmark here in Sylvania, Ohio. This is called Haymarket Square. Believe it or not, to this very pole, I used to ride up here on my horse. All the way down Main Street. I would gallop down Main Street and tie up my horse here, who sometimes had an accident or two, and they'd give me the shovel. Anyhow, I would go into this saloon, which wasn't a saloon then. It was when I got older. It was called Rocksteady. It was a record store, and I would go into Rocksteady, look at records. It was so awesome. But now it's called the Sidebuster Saloon, which I did frequent when I was 18, 19. We're gonna go take a look in there too. Come on. Welcome to the famous Sidebuster Saloon. Hey, looking good in here.
What are you guys doing?
Well, I grew up here and I'm doing a little Christmas video for, I have a podcast, so I'm showing everybody where I grew up.
Oh, cool.
And the Sidebuster's been here how long?
Well, I've had it for 13 years.
Okay, but you was here before that though.
Oh, yeah. Long time. Probably
Since the
60?
70s? 60s.
60 years or something.
Yeah, because I remember it was here for so long, and we would come here after J&G Pizza.
Yeah.
Another place that's been here for eons.
Yep.
Awesome. Well,
help yourself,
you guys,
guys.
thank you. Let's check it out. That's very exciting. Pool tables going on here. Live music. Chase, you should come and do some live music. And we shoot some pool. Candy store. You know, we didn't go to the 7-Eleven. We went to the candy store. So here is the famous Sylvania, Ohio candy store. So full of nostalgia. Come on in. Just get a little, Hi. Welcome to the candy shop. Thank you. How many of you guys remember these? String licorice. So good. And all these old Swedish fish. It's an old time candy shop.
A very, very commentary.
Like, what is your personal worst thing that you think happened on the show?
I think Jody's meltdown in season 2 at the Mad Hatter party.
I was gonna say that's mine. The
Oh,
apple toss that
the apple toss. I mean, she literally threw a freaking apple at me.
She threw a freaking apple at you. I mean, the last time
And I
I saw
went like
someone
this
throw,
to duck it.
like an apple at somebody was in high school. Someone tossed it down in West Van High, like down a hill at somebody. And I'm like, we're not in high school. Like, I mean, it's never okay to do that, but why are you throwing
Dude, and she called me like a slut, a whore. You're a slut, Mary. I'm like, I'm probably the furthest thing from a slut, of any first person on planet Earth.
Oh
My
my
age.
God. Can you imagine being sitting at a Mad Hatter party and you get called a slut and apple goes swinging past your house?
I'm just like, what are you talking about? No, and then it was just,
I mean, it's wild.
but
It's
she was
wild.
for real. That was for real. Like I
Like,
mean,
that's rage.
it was rage. It was kind of interesting. So it's a really expensive show to shoot because you have all these women, like 5, 6 women, and you have 4 camera crews pretty much. And they basically ask you, like, what are you doing for the day? Like tomorrow, the next day, the next day. We filmed for about 4 months straight. And usually in the really nice weather because nobody wants to see Vancouver when it's all raining, but they would be like for me, for instance, like I was working on a song. So they'd be like, when are you going to the studio and who are you working with? And so then they would follow that, what I was doing that day and follow me to the studio. Then they would say like, what's your schedule like they really would just kind of ask you your schedule. And then they would cherry pick what they thought was kind of interesting for people to watch or to see. We've got kids that need us and we've got parents that need us. And we're also trying to find our own identity still.
And take care of us.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
exhausted just hearing you describe it.
but it's true. We're all, that's a whole nother subject, but to go
Yeah.
through that conversation about aging parents. And, I know for me, like I've spent for the last 4 years since my mom passed away, I've spent half of my life in Ohio.
Can you imagine that combo? Woohoo!
Oh
We'd be
my,
flipping. We'd
you'll be
sliding.
glowing. You will be, we could see you from across a dark room.
Oh, what a dream.
What a dream.
What a dream.
Literally, why don't some of these companies do full body makeup? Because I would put this all over.
Well, maybe we need to start a company called Drench Dry Bitch Body Cream.
Yes, exactly. Because this is beautiful. It's a beautiful foundation. If you have dry skin, if you're an older person like we are, I'm
Yeah.
older than you, you're not that old. But anyway, if you
mm.
are an old, decrepit, crepey skin person, you will look at least 20 years younger when you use this. Valerie is an author. She's written a few books, and she is also a speaker, and she has been speaking all around the world for a very long time. And really importantly, not only has she written 2 books, she has coined the phrase cougar. That all came from her, and I'm going to have you explain how that all happened, because Lord knows we all know what that term means or what we think it means, but that's not intentionally how you intended for it to mean what people think it means now, right?
That's correct. Yes. No, I started it because I thought that women 40 plus, I was writing advice column at that time and a sex column, were coming to me and saying, oh, it's all over, and what am I going to do? And oh my God, and all this wailing about being 40 and 50. And I thought, wow, just a minute. You've got all, 50 years of your life to go yet. And I thought, these people need a boost.
You can get 1 band or 2, and you can put like somebody's name on it. So I'm going to get a couple.
Are you going to get one that says my name on it for you?
Obviously. I'm going to, for sure, that just says like,
So I can just go everywhere with you, except for Hawaii.
Mary.
Oh, except for Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm going to get you one as well. Yeah, you need one.
Oh my God.
Sorry. She's just saying you need to eat more.
Oh,
Did she used to say that to you?
All the time, and I've actually lost weight
Oh
recently.
my gosh. You know why? She's like, she's sidebarring with me right now. And she's like, Melissa, she's so stressed. She's got so many balls in the air. and she's juggling everything. And she's like, darling, you need to take care of you.
That's
Okay?
my mom. She would definitely be saying that.
Yeah. She's like, if she's talking about your insomnia.
Oh, yeah, I have insomnia.
Yeah. So she's talking about you need to sleep more. And she wants me to tell you, do you take magnesium before you go to bed?
No.
She wants you to.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I just now was talking about that and I was thinking of ordering some spray magnesium that goes on your feet, but my mother took magnesium. In fact, her
Yes.
bottle's still sitting where her chair was.
She's shaking
my
her
God.
bottle right now at me, and she's like, Melissa, this is how I slept. So she wants you to know that's gonna help you too.
Oh my
Okay?
gosh. Yeah.
A very, very commentary.
Merry Christmas.